Hey guys, so happy to be back with you so early. I am here to react to episode 9 of season 4, part 2 of Attack on Titan, and I'm really excited for the episode. We left off at the beginning of the forming of the Alliance. I am really excited to see how it will go. Just a little recap. I have not read the manga, but I have a lot of friends who did read the manga, so I know how the series will end. However, I don't know all the details that get into it, so there are a lot of scenes that can surprise me already. As I said, I didn't want to know all the aspects that got into it, so I know how the journey will end, but I don't know the road that will lead us there. That left me with lots of questions unanswered, so I'm really glad that I can find the answers to that with you guys. So yeah, without further ado, let's dive into the episode. Hmm, that's Jan's imagination. I do know a little about how Jan will end up at the end of the series, so I'm not going to comment on that at all right now. Poor him, I mean, Jan is one of my favorite characters. I love his personality and how much he has evolved from that D he was in season 1, where I could barely stand him. But you can't stay, can you? Because that's not really who you are. You know, Johnny is incredibly honorable and incredibly fine man. I have to say that he has a lot of morals, and I love that about him. And yeah, as I said, he is fighting between his heart and his mind, between what is right and what is wrong, because the safe choice would be to just remain there, but the right choice would be to fight to save the world. Yeah, as I said, he had to come. Always so determined. Hmm. That's actually right. And very smart. No, I am so sympathetic. I mean, it must be so hard to carry such a burden, the burden of the life of your friends that had been lost. And to feel that kind of responsibility is huge, and it's crushing on her shoulders. I really love her, and I have a lot of sympathy for her situation right now. Honestly, Marco is one of the reasons that John changed so much, and one of the reasons that he always tries to be a better man. I have so much love for their relationship and for what Marco did for John's development. Yeah, yeah. I get emotional there, I'm not going to lie. That would be a nice thing, yes. Stop calling them that. Yeah, I feel it's stupid in many ways to talk about justice like that. There's no side that is wrong and side that is right. Honestly, none of them is at fault for what happened in the past. Whatever mistakes their predecessors made is not their fault. But unfortunately, they are now in this situation. They must let the past behind if they want to collaborate and join their forces. お前らが必死に戦った結果がこれだ。 Stop making it their fault.
あのな、そもそも殻破られて目の前で母親が食い殺されていなきゃな。エレンはそんな
Yeah,
ことしてねえよ。
that's also
足ま
true.
で追い詰めたのはお前らだろうが。
See, it's useless. It's useless to try to determine whose fault it was, and it doesn't matter right now. Someone stop them, please. This is ridiculous.
ああ、
Hmm.
やめよう。見たわけでもない2000年前のいざこざ話なんて大変
Yet.
だ。
You know, Annie asks very cruel questions now, but there are actually legitimate concerns. If they want to stop Aaron, they must have a plan. They must realize that the probability of having to kill Aaron is definitely very, very high. I know we didn't get an answer for, who won their previous fight. The two of them are honestly some of my favorite characters. They are both incredibly strong, interesting, and admirable women. So yeah, I would much more like them to be on the same side and fighting against each other each chance they have. Well, I don't particularly like her character, but it's making lots of sense right now. What's the point of repeating their past sins?
殺したと。
Yeah, we all remember that. Don't go there, please.
関わってると言ってましたよね。
God, I didn't know this was going to happen, and I'm like, stop it. I know he's right in a way, but at the same time, there's no point in it now. I am so impressed with Gabby's development. I didn't expect her to be the one to tuck sense into all of them. She has matured so much from that impulsive girl. She has learned a lot. And you can see here that her regret and her understanding of both parties is what stops this fight from continuing. That's a true man. So we arrived at the end of the episode. Yeah, it was a really good episode. I didn't expect to get so emotional, but it was really, really an emotional episode. It is centered on Jean more than any other character, and I love that. As I said, I love his character. Yeah, not a lot of action has happened. Actually, it was not an action episode. It was an episode that leads us to the next chapter of this story. You see both parties united and agreeing to work together for a greater cause, which I think is awesome. And I do feel is one of the episodes where you get to understand both sides. I love that this is this kind of series where there's no good and bad, Each side has its reasons and it's fighting for something that they love, which is great. You can see by the preview for the next episode that we will have a lot of action. So yeah, this episode was necessary, to move the story forward, and I really love this kind of emotional episodes because they really move me a lot and they make me get attached to each and every character, which is not a good thing because as I know we are expecting a lot of that soon. So yeah, that's it for this episode. If you like this reaction, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. You can also leave me a comment, tell me your opinion or any theory or suggestion you might have. I will see you soon. Until then, bye guys and have a great day.